Welcome back to Cruisenik's Sanctuary, Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and the newest patch in the Endwalker saga, patch 6.1, Newfound Adventure. Last episode, Tataru hooked us up with some neat digs, and led us to Thavnir, and sent us on a journey to Thavnir and or the Bounty, I should say. And she furnished us with a new Wayfarer's outfit. Doesn't really go well with the Gunbreaker, but then again, they were expecting this to be a Paladin's kind of thing. I feel like I should go to Paladin, but you know what? I'm so used to Gunbreaker. I'm a Gunbreaker main, so... Anyways, so... We also got the Unending Codex, which is in our collections. I'll find a place for that in my hotbar some other time. For now, though, we're going to continue on our quest with the next quest in the saga, Bountiful Ruins.
As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Scions, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best places to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavnir, I suggest you explore your options at Merid's Mehane, the finest drinking establishment in Radzatan. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of local tale-tellers, but also share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Now, I really must be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Chris, and may fair fortune find you.
Alright. Time to make my way to Radzatan. Why? Why every time I visit somewhere, it's raining? Fuck you, freaking weather. Alright, off to Merid's. Man, look at this place. It's damn near packed. They've got dancers all over the place. They've got people chatting it up. Alright, let's talk to... Oh, hey, Melil.
Welcome to Merid's Mehane. Oh, hello. I did not recognize you at first. Are you here alone? Let me find you a table.
I'm just looking for some rumors. Got any for me?
Ruins beneath the Bounty? Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian in fact, who could tell you about it. Ah, there he is. Professor Jolene! I thought I saw him come in. Although a somewhat private sort, the professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mayhan's unique beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection, and he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy for him is on the house, by the way. If Merid found out that I took coin from Thavnir's savior, she would have me scrubbing pots for a week.
Alright. Let's go to this table that everyone seems to be crowded around. Yes? The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. Don't have any, so that works out. And what may I do for you, my Eorzean friend? Oh, just a friendly chat. How about a drink? Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered.
Here we are, one of Maine's finest. Enjoy.
Ah, lovely. Bottoms up. Jolene empties the cup in a single pull. Impressive. That was very kind of you, sir. But I know when I'm being softened up. What is it you want from me? I'm here about the hidden treasure vault beneath the ruins in the Bounty. Oh, chasing down that old tale, are you? It does seem to appeal to the adventurers at heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of Alzadal? He was Han of the Auri tribe which sailed to Thavner from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Radzatan. His decision to aid the Akasodara is what ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Alzadal III, who was known for his deeds as satrap in Radzatan's earlier days. Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. Then there is the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Alzadal III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the Bounty. There he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all his worldly wealth within. In the centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Radzatan, folk would remember that tale of hidden treasure. Haughty souls would set out to claim their fortune, but precious few ever made it home. Would you like to hear more? Apologies, I have a slight tickle in... Oh, my cup appears to be empty. Belial, another round for the professor. Ah, I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer.
Another for the professor.
Today was a splendid day to visit the Mehane. Jolene gulps down his newest drink with gusto. Oh, wait. Yes. Those who did return from seeking the treasure vault flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lure grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something Azama was saying. Azama's a fellow connoisseur of spirited potables. Yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail, I hear. But he did have... No, I can say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? If my words sent you to your death, I could never live with myself.
I am no stranger to peril.
Is that so? Perhaps it's your turn to tell a tale, then. What manner of dangers have you faced? The very edge of existence. From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it. But I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. A drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves. Malil, more the same if you please.
As you wish, but this one is on your coin, Professor.
Jalene drains yet another cup dry. Anyway. Yeah, Ben, here you are. I suppose I wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of Osama's, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the walls. Seems he could only get it from some merchant. What's his name? I forget. Let's drink a toast to you, my new best friend, Melville Modric.
Signal for water instead. Your drink, sir.
Ah, marvelous. I am parched.
Jalene gulps down the cup of water.
That was water. Did you tell her to bring me water? Still, that's probably for the best. Very kind of you, really. My head will certainly thank you in the morning. I seem to have overindulged. And put in mind of the words of Master Jazan. Be wary how much of the drink you swallow, lest it swallow you. Forgive me. I will subject you to no more of these unseemly antics. If you want to speak to Alzama, well, as I said, we share a taste for the man's fine spirits. He probably came in as we were talking. I wish you fortune in finding your fortune.
You appear to have learned all that Jalene has to share regarding the undersea vault. To find out more, you will need to locate a man by the name of Azama. Alright. Probably at the table where everyone else is gathered. Yes, I am Azama. And who am I to be? Chris Valent. All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of Azadal's legacy, and I've been watching for his sails ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. And that look in his eyes. I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Azadal's the Third's otherworldly hoard. His ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too. That appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. So, I will tell you what my friend told me. How he convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault's entrance.
It seems this merchant, one Zashal, I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route. But my friend's purse was too light for its exorbitant price. With what meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the Bounty. And within those ruins hides the path to the vault deep below. If you truly intend on seeking Ozadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home. Well, that's certainly a thought. Hmm?
Please, Ashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness?
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment? As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name. This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Arzadal III, one of the great satraps of Radzat Han, and a direct descendant of Alzadal Khan.
A map to Alzadal's legacy?
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the Bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession.
Uh-huh.
A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly. This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away.
Uh-huh.
Glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed had never returned with that treasure alive.
Oh, cruel fate! Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? How I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map! Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoard they stand to uncover.
Okay, this is a scam. No. Don't you fucking dare, Estinian. No. No. Don't you dare.
What of you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadal's lost fortune.
No.
A fortune, you say?
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
Oh god, he's a sucker for kids.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price?
Estinian, you fucking idiot.
Well met. my friend. Someone is dressed for adventure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why Thavner of all places? Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping.
Well, part of it is sightseeing and shopping. I mean, there are several vistas around Radzat I could probably find in the next 5 minutes.
The bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
And now I fleece one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
Yep, knew it. Fucking scam artist.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
I never took you for a treasure hunter.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days. I hope to do for Thavner what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove.
Uh-huh. So you're pulling in...
Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits.
So you're pulling in Arenvald just to do this. Good to know.
Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant.
Yep.
Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims.
Yep.
Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough.
Uh-huh.
Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent. Whether the map leads us to the vault or not.
Fair enough.
You are coming along, yes?
Shall we split the expenses?
I appreciate the concern, but one thing I've learned from my time with the Scions is how to better manage my coin purse.
And how much did you spend on that map?
Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
I'm sure Tataru would have something different to say, Estinian, when we find out how much you paid for this particular map. Though, good choice on the new music. Alright, Estinian, where to? You will recall I spoke of visiting Thavner at Breacher's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast, and made his proposal once I was too full of Hannish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant Host in lance work. But that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open seas. Marzia is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Akiali and see if he can help us. Akiali is closer to Yedlamad. Okie doke, we're off. Yeah, we might as well take a different amount than we usually take. The Sunspun Cumulus. Let's hope he has a skiff or something for us. Whew, that was close. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Look for the mob. Thankfully, Matsuya is taller than most people. My friends, what brings you to our humble village? We seek a ship. We're looking for the lost treasure in the Bounty. So, you need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins. Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here, and I will have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. And the kid's still watching. Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. We see you there, boy. Show yourself. Ah, it is you. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beasts?
I am sorry, sir. But aren't you the heroes who saved Thavner? You are. I know you are. I've gone and cheated you. I work with Zashal, you see. The map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done and beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never have... Well, we'd be...
Enough. I know your game, and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, for my friend here was seeking those very ruins.
You are kind to overlook the wrong I have done you. But there is more you need to know. The map you bought is very real, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. He told that man where he needed to search, about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. Then the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army.
I do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us there is little we cannot overcome.
Please, I cannot bear the thought of...
We might need a hand moving the treasure. Assuming we find any. Still, it may prove wise to bring some companions along all the same. Any ideas on whom to approach? The Scions have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Y'shtola. Y'shtola. Her magics would be a welcome addition, aye, but I am loath to interrupt her research. Mayhap we could ask a less prickly companion. Grahatia and Cryo, then? Aye, Cryo may have a handful rebuilding the students, but if you reach out to Graha, he would surely leap at the invitation. Will that set your mind at ease?
Yes, if that man is as strong as you. Is he, though? Strong, I mean.
What is your name, boy?
Merad, sir.
Well, Merad, your life is yours to live as you will, but I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sisters safe.
I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans.
Wait, boy. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates.
Thank you, sir.
Call me Estinian.
Estinian has a soft spot for children. We should all know this by now.
Alright. We're going to take a quick break to grab a drink, and we'll be back with more. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like this video and leave a comment. And here are all the links provided to get you where you need to go. We will see you in the next episode.